The order in the press conference today, first will be Representative Dave Bonyer of Michigan, then Bishop Thomas Gumbleton of the Archdiocese of Detroit, and then Amancio Sanchez, one of the Nicaraguans injured in a Contra landmine explosion late last year. Then we'll take your questions.
Our job is to get issues that are important to us and to our clients onto the TV networks and into the New York Times, the Washington Post, Time, Newsweek, and the other opinion shapers. We place spokespeople for peace organizations, for civil rights groups, and others on the TV talk shows. MacNeil Lehrer, Good Morning America, 60 Minutes. We help prepare speeches and op-ed articles to go in major newspapers. And we organize press conferences to present to reporters what we think are important stories for them to cover. To put together a press conference can take a couple of weeks. We'll decide what it is we want to say, who should be the spokesperson, where we should hold it, and make the necessary arrangements. I will write a press release while Brian will prepare a list of 50 to 100 reporters and network producers. Then we'll call the reporters.
Public relations is advocacy work, whereas journalists are generally supposed to remain neutral and objective. One of the reasons I went into public relations is that in PR I can advocate for the things I believe in. I can say I'm opposed to U.S. intervention in Central America, or I'm in favor of women's rights, or I'm in favor of nuclear disarmament. You know, if you're a reporter, you're supposed to remain neutral and cover both sides or all sides of an issue. Often, in my view, giving equal weight to different opinions that aren't of the same weight.
Okay. In terms of calls, I'll take the Times, the Post, the LA Times, and the networks.
Barbara can take United Stations Radio. She can also take the Detroit Free Press.
USA Today.
USA Today. National Public Radio. Also the Atlanta Constitution and Journal.
Elaine? Yeah, hi, it's Nick Allen. I wanted to let you know that next Wednesday we're going to be releasing a new report on human rights abuses by the Contras in Nicaragua. Most of my day is spent on the telephone, trying to convince reporters and network producers to cover our stories, come to our press conferences, and interview our spokespeople. Rapes, mutilations, murders, and so forth by the Contras in Nicaragua. It was prepared by Witness for Peace. So we're releasing it Wednesday at 10 o'clock in room H. When I do reach them, my job is to persuade them that my event is a priority and that their newspaper or TV network will benefit by covering the story I'm promoting.
These are the pictures that we want to use of Carmen and Elda, you know, right after it happened to them. Because when we see them in the press conference, they're going to be dressed, and she's probably going to be covering up her legs. And this is obviously very graphic and shows, you know, what happened to them.
Bishop Gumbleton.
I'm very sad to be here today because I wish I could report that any group supported by my government was a force for good. But this new report from Witness for Peace, which we are releasing here today, provides detailed evidence that the Contras' human rights abuses continue. In the name of God, stop the lies and stop the killing.
We'd like to take any questions you have of Representative Bonyer, Bishop Gumbleton. I'd also refer you to page 22 of the report on the human rights abuses that goes into some detail about the case of the Sanchez family. If you'd state your name and the name of your news organization and who you'd like to ask the question to.
Louise Schiavone from Associated Press Radio.
The first thing we do after holding a press conference is to go over the sign-in sheet to see what news outlets came from print and broadcast media. We work on a range of issues in addition to Central America: South Africa, arms control, poverty in the United States. So we were excited when Michael Harrington asked us to publicize the anniversary of a landmark book. Getting him onto the TV talk shows was a way to spark public discussion and generate pressure for solutions. MacNeil Lehrer did a major feature story. It contrasted the success of government programs in the 1960s in reducing poverty with the hardships caused by the tilt toward the wealthy of recent administrations. It's our business to draw the reporters, whether the issue is poverty or Central America. I just talked to Sam Hope at Witness, who said he'd talked with the congressman, and the congressman was very pleased, and thought the fact that that New York Times story appeared on the front page the day before the vote could probably had a real impact. And I think we should just keep doing them until we stop Contra Aid.